What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Crime Pays with Bonnie Does. I'm here standing on the side of the road near Falfurrias, Texas. Falfurrias, Texas, with the most glorious rest stop and bathroom, just kidding, in all of South Texas. Now, there's a lot of heinous bathrooms down here in South Texas. All right, you know, you get some wonderful smells coming out of those drain pipes. All right, the gas station bathroom is a metaphor that we can use in many facets of modern life, okay? The smell coming out of the gas station bathroom. But we're actually not here to do a bathroom review. That was last month. Today we're here to look at this interesting plant we got going off right here that the butterflies are just going absolutely batshit for. Let's check it out. Stepping over this invasive grass, Melinus repens, right here. You can see got this wonderful Monarda fruticulosa, okay? The Sandsheet Monarda. Seems to like sand. It'll grow in sandy clay though too, in a garden setting, but definitely the substrate here is sand. Okay, one of those rare mints, rare Monardas. Look at those chalky linear leaves adapted for the blazing heat. And look at those hooded corollas right there with those two stamens up top and a little style. Oh, that's nice. Look at that verticillate flowers. See, those were all flowers that already went off. Down here, these ones are going off right now. Got a little speckle, maybe a UV pattern for the bees, get their ass in there, you know, get dusted up top on their backs with the pollen, and you got that style right there too. I'm a pollen thief. Anyway, let's look at this plant right here. Senecio riddellii is this banger. Probably just picking up a whole shit ton of chiggers right now. Oh look, you got a nice acalypha. That's a Sandsheet acalypha, euphorbiaceae right there. See that? Acalypha is a cool genus, man. You get some of them get rather large, especially down in Mexico. But let's look at it. Senecio riddellii, one of many Senecios the world over, and this is just the butterflies just go absolutely batshit for this. This has a distribution throughout most of Texas. Get a little bit in Mexico. You get a little bit in Oklahoma as well. But those flowers are just, you know, goddamn, right? This thing will be covered. I've seen it covered. You get a couple of obnoxious European invasive honeybees right there. But I've seen it covered in those. Last time I was out here, I seen those moths that resemble wasps. Those Texas moth wasps, they call them. Who we got over here? Who's that pollinator? Right down there. I can't even see that guy. God, this smells incredible though. Oh, it does smell good. That is an actual wasp. That's not the moth wasp. That's the real thing. That thing will sting it. That packs a punch. But this thing is absolutely just crack for the pollinators. Very beneficial plant. All right, tried to grow a couple. They didn't do too well. I think this plant might need sand, might be adaptable to clay. But look at those leaves too. I mean, almost conifer-like. Really cool plant and little known. Senecio riddellii. Senecio is a huge genus. All right, tons of Senecios, and you can tell them by that they tend to have what are called caliculi, which are, see those two little narrow, well not two, there's probably 4 or 5 narrow bracts that subtend that what I call the vase right there. It's just the involucre. But see those bracts down there at the bottom? Those are the caliculi. Senecio tend to have caliculi, and then only one series of phyllaries, which is, see how each one of those is like a little line that ends in a point? All right, like little columns that taper into a point. Those are the phyllaries. They go all the way around that involucre, which again is just the vase that holds that composite flowers, those many flowers in there. See, each one of those yellow styles corresponds to one flower. That involucre only has one series of phyllaries, and most Senecios are uniseriate, so they only have one series of phyllaries as opposed to 2 or 3 that overlap. But this thing, you know, it's one of many Senecios, riddellii, and you know, it's really easy. Just collect some of them seeds. See that look like little dandelion seeds? You got those pappus. Those hairs are called the pappus. They attach to a seed down there. Collect a bunch of them, shit ton of them, throw them in a bag, throw them in your pocket, grow a bunch, sow them, and they come up gangbusters. But they need full sun. It is so hot here. Not right now, but during the summer. I mean, you get 7 months of basically 100-degree temperatures with very little water. You do get fog, but very little water. This is very fast draining sand. This thing likes it hot, likes the full exposure, and is adapted to it. Okay, but you want to get a lot of damn, you know, a lot of them cool butterflies and bees and with this shit in your yard. You live down here. This is what you put down there. All right, real nice stuff. Do you like nicestuff.com? Do you like nice stuff? I like nice stuff, and I like a lot of the plants that grow down here on the Sandsheet. Got a cool Falfurria, got shit tons of Croton. And unfortunately, this invasive grass is taking over. But, you know, maybe in, 500,000 years, something will evolve. Some insect will evolve to keep it in check. But right now it's being a pain in the ass. But you know, there's so much stuff going off on this Senecio, and the Senecios can compete. Look, look, we got a little predator laying in wait. See that? Little jumping spider down there. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. See that? This guy's waiting just to pounce on any of the pollinators that come by. He knows where to hang out to get his food. Look at that little moth. God, the moths are the coolest. It's what feeds all the birds. Because the butterflies taste like shit, but not the moths. Look at it. Who's that guy? Who's that little, what is it, a butterfly or I can't tell. But he's hanging out on that Flora. There you go. There's the flower. That Flora, feed it, everybody. Look at it. There you go. Banger of a flower. And like most species of passion flower, you got that androgynophore. You got 5 stamens. Very complex structure specific to Passiflora, the genus Passiflora. Each species has this. It doesn't matter if you're in the cloud forest of Columbia or the fucking Texas Sandsheet. You got those 5 stamens, all right, dehissing pollen, those little pads looking like brake pads pointing down. Pollinator goes in there, gets pollen on the back, comes out, hits one of those 3 stigmas. That you get a 3-branch stigma that deposits some pollen. See, I just pollinated this thing right now. I made it fuck itself, but you know, there's pollen on there right now. That pollen grain germinates, sends a pollen tube down through that style into the ovary, which is right there. That's the actual passion fruit, that little thing in the center, just beneath, subtending that those 3 style lobes. Look, they got hairs on the filament, on the hairs on the style too. Look at it. Then you got this corona thing. That corona's that purple shit, the frilly shits. It gets the pollinator in there. All right, and if you're in a cloud forest in Columbia, they're red, and this flower is about 5 times the size because it's pollinated by hummingbirds. It's been naturally selected by the pollinators to have red flowers. You know, over millions of years, of course. Feed it because apparently it smells and tastes like hell. There's those bracts. Look at those weird bracts. See, that protect that developing flower and the fruit. But it is a passion flower. Maybe not the one you're gonna, you know, spend too much money on at the whole paycheck or whatever the shit they got, you know. I always like Trader Joe's. I like going there. It's the working man's health food store if you're gonna go for that stuff. Go get 6 40s of green tea at Trader Joe's. All right. Just make sure you drink a lot of water. You'd be pissing like a fucking racehorse, you know, just letting it go. But you know, but anyway, that's the same. That's the same. You know, Passiflora, big genus. How many species? 800. 500. There's a lot of goddamn passion flowers out there, but this is the South Texas one of them at least. See that? And supposedly they're proto-carnivorous. They can trap insects. See that? And very glandular and sticky. See that? Oh, look at that. So anyway, that's what you do right down there. Probably a wealth of insects use these as their host plant. You know, do the Doug Tallamy thing. All right, that's why you got to plant this in your yard because you become more ecologically aware, you jackass. All the stuff, all the cool little pieces of that Jenga tower of the, what the shit is this? The Jenga tower of life on Earth that us humans so carelessly throw out. You know, the baby we throw out with the bathwater. Oh shit, look, who's that guy? Who's that little moth down there? So much cool shit. You'll never stop learning about this stuff. All right, now really, man, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Why do they call it Fidula? It don't smell too bad. You know, I'm not going to go rush to make a cologne out of it or brand it as a scent or anything, but it don't smell that bad. But very sticky, very glandular. Again, you got that 1990s High Times magazine thing going on. Look at that, sticky glands with a bunch of goo on them. Interesting phytochemistry. That's why some species of butterfly and moth use it as a host plant. Never met a Croton I didn't like. Euphorbiaceae, the poinsettia family. They tend to smell good. They're fuzzy as hell. All right, another huge genus, so many goddamn species, and one of the largest genera in Texas, I think. Maybe not. I might be wrong on that. But anyway, there's the ovary right there. It's 3 carpelled ovary. That just means 3 sections, okay, which is typical of Euphorbiaceae, the poinsettia family, the euphorbia family, the rubber family. See that you got those fuzzy bracts surrounding that ovary right there. Again, the 3 carpelled ovary. Those are the old styles on top. All right, the old stigma lobes actually. And that's where the pollen goes, and then you know, so all crotons are dioecious, I believe, dioecious and monoecious. So, but they do have unisexual flowers. Some plants only produce 1 sex of flowers. Most plants tend to produce 2, but I'm not even seeing any males on here. Hey, you dirty son of a bitch! There you go. I just found it. You got 1 little male flower left. See those? Look at those white filaments and white stamens. All right, little paddle-shaped stamens, and they're so small compared to those swollen ovaries.com. This episode brought to you by www.swollenovaries.com, your trusted source for native seeds. Swollen ovaries. That's right, everybody. Swollen ovaries. Anyway, normally you got a lot more of the male flowers on there, but as you can see, we're almost done. It's you know, late in the fucking season. It's only 65 degrees out. That's freezing for here. That's chilly. All right, supposed to go back up to 90 this week. But anyway, that's what's going on with Croton. Ooh, it smells so good. I believe this is Croton lindheimeri, but there's like 6 species that grow right here. There you go. There's some seeds. They fell out of one of those 3 cardboard fruits. Look, that one's got a hole in it, so a weevil is in there. Wonder if it's a weevil that's host specific to Croton. All right, another cool thing. Another part of the ecosystem, another piece of that Jenga tower that you don't want to dismantle, especially when you don't know what half those fucking pieces do. Always something flowering on the Sandsheet, as long as it's not too freaking hot. All right, that's all I got. Have a great day. Go fuck yourself. Bye.